activities.
Welcome to District 30 Toastmasters Member Spotlight. Every month, we spotlight one of our fellow members from District 30. All of them are from different backgrounds with different professional levels in public speaking, presentation, and leadership skills. Today, we have invited Linda B. from XL Toastmasters Club. She joined the Toastmasters just 1 year ago, but she has a lot to share. So let's welcome Linda. Hi, Linda.
Hi, Muxiang. Thank you.
I heard so many great things about you from the District 30 leadership teams and from your fellow members. And could you please share your experience with us, how you found the Toastmasters?
How I found Toastmasters? I found Toastmasters about 1 year ago, actually from
Me.
Yes, you know the answer. So now yes, I found Toastmasters from your social media post, and I found it is pretty interesting. And I was looking for some opportunities to improve my presentation skills at that time. So that's why I talked with you and decided to join the club after one visit. Yeah, I think that was a year ago.
Yeah, it's great. I got a chance to meet with you, and now you have become a very active member at our club, also in our leadership team in the district. So could you please share a little bit about your whole journey with us? Because I interviewed many of the members who were experienced, like long-term members, but you are relatively new.
Yes.
And could you please share what did you learn in this 1 year?
So I joined XL Toastmasters Club about 1 year ago, I think the beginning of April. And then in a very short time, I realized that Toastmasters was managed and operated by volunteers. So I volunteered to be the VPPR of XL Toastmasters Club. And then someone else recommended, one of my club members recommended me to be one of the area directors in Division A. So I became an area director in last July, August, I believe. So that made me like experience a lot during the whole year. I jumped up to 2 officer roles and get a lot of opportunities to meet with new friends, to improve my leadership skills, and also had a lot of fun from all different activities.
Thank you.
It was a great year.
Yeah, sounds very exciting and very rewarding with all the work you have done for the club and for the district. After you joined Toastmasters, I'm sure there were a lot of things you found surprising to you. What are the things that you found very surprising to you?
Okay, the most surprising thing, just as I explained earlier, like I was surprised that Toastmasters was so encourage people to take leadership roles. So I was recommended to be the area director after I joined Toastmasters about like 3 or 4 months, which I was not expected. And back then I feel I was totally not ready, but I got a lot of encouragement, a lot of advice, a lot of recommendations that a lot of people helped me and support me through this whole year. So that was the thing I really surprised, but at the same time, I feel so blessed that I could get this opportunity to explore way more than I was originally looking for, which was to improve my presentation skills. So, but through this leadership program, I get way more than what just improved presentation skills.
That's great. I'm glad you found more than you expected.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm sure there are many areas that you noticed yourself have improved in. Could you share some aspects that how you found this Toastmasters helped you to improve?
Oh, there's a lot. So first of all, of course, I improved my presentation skills, my speech skills, which actually helped me a lot when I do job interviews during job transferring. And second, it like helped me to improve my leadership skills, help me keep thinking like what kind of lead I would like to do, what I can do to help to improve the community. A lot of things have been coming, and yeah, and I think the most important thing to me is like I make a lot of friends like through all these events. That's the most exciting thing, that you can work with people with similar mindsets and inspiring each other, encouraging each other, supporting each other. So that's the best part of Toastmasters.
Yeah, that's actually I have heard from almost all the members I have talked to. They found Toastmasters is such a supportive environment that you can grow with very little experience, with very little to expect. You can thrive like you.
Yes, totally agree.
Yeah, is there any scenario, are there any scenarios that you get into and that you needed to use this public speaking or leadership skills to handle that situation?
I can give a kind of personal experience. So as I mentioned that when I was on the job market, I did a lot of interviews, and one of the interview actually asked me to prepare a 45-minute speech, just talking about myself, no specific projects, no specific topics, just talking about myself. So if I never joined Toastmasters, I would think this is too much. This would be a big challenge for me. But since I have been practiced speeches and presentations for about a year, I feel, oh, it's okay. I can just present. I can just prepare like 5 to 7 slides and just talk like 5 to 7 minutes for each slide, and then I can easily like make a good story for the 45 minutes. So that was really I would say a benefit for your personal or career development.
That's very impressive. I would say even a very experienced public speaker probably get nervous if you are asking them, can you talk about yourself for 40 minutes? That's really challenging, but you handled it so well. And thank you so much for sharing your experience. It's very, very encouraging. Honestly, many of us had those situations before, and I'm sure we are going to face those situations in the future if we're thinking about using each slide as one of the speeches we practice. Yeah. So can make it work well. I also knew, as your fellow member, I knew that you actually progressed very well with your Toastmasters pathway programs. And in fact, with a short time, you are working on the level 5 now. Could you please share a little bit your journey of this educational learning program?
Yeah, sure. So I started pathways at the very beginning when I joined Toastmasters. I noticed that this is a very well-structured program that you can take self-training and then follow these curriculums, and then there's a lot of things that you actually can learn from the program. So the pathway I chose was team collaboration, because back then I think that's the most important thing that I want to make improvement. So I studied the team collaboration pathway, and of course I think all of the pathway would have the icebreak speech, but then the team collaboration also includes some research topics, some leadership topics, some team collaboration topics, of course, and then also some of like presentation topics. So it covers a lot of topics that actually is very practical, that you can use for your daily life, for your daily work. So I made a goal for myself, try to do one speech for every month, so I can pass one level for like 2 to 3 months. So that's how I get to level 5 now after a year. So yeah, I'm looking forward to pass level 5, and then maybe I will start a new pathway in the beginning of the new Toastmaster calendar year.
That's great. Such an exciting progress in the news, because many older members, they used called the CC program, and they found this new program is challenging. And also some of the new members joining the Toastmasters, they didn't really better use the program. As you mentioned, that it actually needs us to learn from the basics and to different projects. So every project can teach us something.
Yeah, so it's definitely a lot of things to learn, and also to even just think about what that means to yourself. Like I did the leadership project, and I started to thinking of like what kind of leadership style I would like to be in when I was promoted to a managed role. I would think of something that I would never think before, so that it was very inspiring. So I would encourage everyone to take advantage for that pathway. And the first pathway is free for new members, so those give the opportunity.
Thank you so much for the great recommendation. And since you talked about leadership styles, so what's your leadership style after you finished your learning? Have you discovered it?
Yeah, so I would say I'm more kind of like a inspiring type of leader that I would like to be. So, you know, I've been in the area direct position for almost a year, and because I was pretty new back then, like at the very beginning. I don't always have answers for my clubs, but I would try to figure out where I can find a source for them. But then after almost a year, I feel like I'm more comfortable to deliver some speeches and to inspiring other people to join the clubs, or to inspiring them to think that Toastmasters would be a good opportunity for them. So recently, I shared with some friends about the video that I made, the speech. Actually, you helped me to make about why Toastmaster. It talks about like why do we want to join Toastmaster? Why do we want to take the pathways? Why do we want to volunteer for office and for leadership roles? So this video, actually, after I shared with friends, I would say I inspired like 3 new members to join our club. So that was really amazing. And they were like, everyone was telling me that it's because that my speech inspired them. So I think that's a way, or that's a leadership type that I'm looking for, and I'm trying to improve more and trying to stick with.
That's very impressive. Yeah, I'm very inspired by you. In fact, you are much younger at Toastmasters than me. I'm like I'm almost 3 years at Toastmasters. But you are learning journey and seeing you how you grow, how much you achieved, really inspired me and inspired many of our fellow members.
Thank you. But I was inspired by you at the very beginning. So we're kind of help and support and inspire each other. That's the best. I love Toastmasters.
Yes, that's true. Seeing others grow and also helping others grow, also at the same time you grow with people's support and understanding. That's the best situation, best environment we can get into. So I know there are many people are still doubting if they can commit to this, although it's not a lot of money and it's not a lot of time, because could be once a week meeting or once 2 weeks meeting. But some people can't commit to that. What do you think about it?
For this type of people, I would recommend to just take a step back and think what you would lose. It might be just a little amount of membership fee, and then, as you said, just a little bit of time. But what you are going to achieve, I think there's no limitation. It totally depends on how much you want to get involved, how much effort you want to put into it. So you could just take a step back and think there's no lose, but no limitation of achievement. So just give it a try and see where you will be in a year. And maybe you can, those people would be your sport member in a year. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, thank you for the tips for others. Because even though it's a small amount of time, small amount of money, but maybe they haven't experienced the supportive environment that they get into. That could be another factor. And also they need to give themselves a goal like you did, right? You just like set a small goal and reach to a higher goal. Yeah. What you experienced as a great inspiration and a good example to many of the people are outside of Toastmasters and also for many of the new members. So is there any additional information you would like to share with our audience in front of us?
There's a quote that I always love to share with my club members. So maybe I can share it with you and the audience here. Okay. So this quote is actually from Henry Ford, the founder of the Ford Motor Company. He says, coming together is the beginning, keeping together is progress, and working together is success. So I hope everyone would find Toastmasters as a big family and as a place that they would like to work together with each other and support each other and build this community better.
I think that's well said. Thank you so much, Linda. And I personally am so grateful for meeting you and for having you as my team player with me. Yes. And work together. It's really well put, because coming together is easy, but working together is much harder. And that's where we get to meet great people and build a great relationship and find a great friendship and also make the progress together. And thank you so much for sharing your great Toastmasters journey, and wish you continuous success at Toastmasters and also your entire world out there. Thank you, Linda.
Thank you. Thank you, Muxiang. Thank you. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.